Welcome in everyone to another episode of Let's Talk Lenawee by Visit Lenawee. I'm Jenna Salazar, the Director of Marketing for Visit Lenawee, and today we're on site doing some really unique things. We're going to make cheese today. What's better than that?
Not much.
Right.
Right.
We're at the Boulevard Market. It's downtown Tecumseh, 102 East Chicago Boulevard, and I have Erica and John Elward. They are the owners of Chicago Boulevard, and they're going to walk us through all the unique things that they have in selection here today. So,
All right.
thanks, guys.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Well, we're going to do cheese first with John and talk through all cheese stuff.
Sounds good, yeah.
And then
yeah.
we'll catch up with you, Erica, and a few out in the store and talk through wines.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right.
So we're going to talk through cheese while we make cheese, which we thought would be really fun for you guys. So we have fresh mozzarella. We have a bowl of super hot water with
Yes,
super cold cheese.
right.
So how did we get to this stage,
Okay.
and what are we going to do?
So basically we have the curd now, the cheese curd.
Okay.
The whole thing starts like this. I'll put this in the middle so you can check it out. We start from milk, of course. Go to the farm, get the milk, come back, pasteurize it,
Okay.
and which just means killing anything bad in it. Low temperature pasteurization.
Okay.
Then we add rennet to it, which kind of like it separates the proteins and fats from just the water.
Okay.
Because like milk's 90% water,
Got ya.
so you just want the good stuff.
Okay.
So it's kind of a long process to do that. Once it's separated, curds and whey. The
Right.
whey is the stuff that just the runoff there.
Okay.
But this is the good stuff. This is where it ends at this
That's
point.
why you separate it, so you keep the good
We
stuff.
keep the
Got
good
it.
stuff, and that's you make every cheese the same way. No matter what you're doing, it's the same way.
Okay.
You're taking the milk, separating it, and this is where we got. So with mozzarella, you get to this point, it's crunchy, or it's still like crumbly. You know, it's not like that stretchy. What you think
Right.
of mozzarella?
Gotcha. It's a little more thick and.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's still good right here, but to get it where we wanted to think of the
Yeah.
ball of mozzarella or stretchy mozzarella, we have to do this.
Okay.
So then we get hot water.
Uh-huh.
And water about 190 degrees.
Wow.
And you can feel it. Then we put that curd in there, and you start.
Oh yeah, now it is starting to
It
stretch.
starts to get.
Look at that.
It has to do with the pH in it. You know, you're dropping the pH to a certain level.
It's a whole science project to
It
make
is.
mozzarella.
Absolutely, yep. But then you just kind of smash it around, and you want it smooth. You know, so
Okay.
you keep
So
it
are we
in-
making like a ball?
You're making
Okay.
a ball of it, yep. It's kind of like,
Okay.
I guess it'd be like kneading bread or something. But you're just kind of kneading it around, keeping it hot.
Wow.
And it's hot.
Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy that it all sticks together like
Isn't
that.
it? Yeah. Really interesting. And you'll feel like it just gets to be like silly putty almost.
Uh-huh. That's what I was kind of thinking too. Wow, that's really fun. Awesome. So,
So
yeah,
then-
Boulevard Market's been in operation since 2004.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be 20 years in November since we've been open.
And just to give everyone an idea of what you have in-house, cheese, fresh cheese, wines are really your two main, draws.
Yeah.
And you
Number one
import-
is cheese. That's been our
Yeah,
that was
cheese.
our focus from day one is cheese.
Which is great. I mean, who doesn't
we
want to
have
try different cheese?
200 different kinds. I mean, from all over the place. So
Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah.
the selection that you guys have, because you have some really unique, like you have chocolate cheese.
Right,
And I know
right.
I've tried before out there. There was like, I think a blueberry flavored
Yeah,
cheese before,
and-
like
and those
really
are-
unique.
those are really cool. Just everything. I mean, if you want more traditional stuff, we have from Parmesan Reggiano to Gruyere. I mean, there's so many different things to try,
And you guys let
we've
everyone
always
taste when
loved
they
it.
come in too, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Before they buy
Yep.
anything.
Because it's it's so weird. I mean, there's new cheeses every day that we see. Even after doing this for 20 years, and we'll travel to their farms in Europe. I mean, all over the world we travel and just to check it out.
Yeah,
And
which I think is really neat. You guys
Yeah.
go to Europe to choose your selection to
Yes.
bring back here to
Yep.
offer to people
Yep.
in Michigan. So how often do you guys travel to Europe?
Twice a year.
Twice a year?
Twice
Okay.
a year, yep.
And you're just trying a lot of cheese, a
Yeah,
lot of
and
wines while you're
wines
there?
and cheese and
That
just
sounds
yeah.
awesome.
And,
you guys need a third person to help out. on
yeah,
that.
right. Come on.
Um,
But it's the neat thing is, and Erica talks about this a lot too, and I do too. From the first couple times he went there, I always thought of it would be, a big company, and wow, we get this Parmesan from these people. Well,
Uh-huh.
it's just like it's it's a mom and pop type thing. So
Yeah, just
it's
international.
still, yes, but it's the exact same thing.
Yeah,
So it's really neat how that works.
And I love that for visitors coming in, definitely add Boulevard Market to your list as a place to stop when you're in town, because they have such unique products that you can't get unless you travel to Europe around here. So I think that's really unique. And you do have Michigan-made products too.
Yes, we do.
In-house,
Yep.
some local as well. So just really unique that like going to the typical grocery store you wouldn't be able to get. And not to mention your guys' expertise. Like I've come in before and Erica, I'm looking for something like this, and literally picked out the cheese, the wine, the
Right.
snacks, and everything that was going to flow and taste really good and complement each other. Put it in a basket, wrapped it all up for me. It was a gift for someone. Like, it's
Right,
just such a
right.
really cool experience.
And she's great at that. I'm more back here doing this kind of
Making the
stuff,
cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, so it works. It works for what we do.
Yeah. So what are some sorry, what's next?
No.
here?
I'm just kind of showing you. So
Okay.
basically, because you want to get it start to cool down.
Okay.
So you
So I gotta
kind of make it
rip
into a
off some?
ball. I kind of push, just kind of make it into a ball of mozzarella.
Okay.
And then I just cut it off like that.
Oh,
And there's your ball of mozzarella.
wow.
But you got it, and then you put it in ice water right away. Just like that. Pretty close. Yep.
Oh
Yep.
no.
If you can,
Okay.
that'll
Can I
work.
do that
Kind of
again?
make it
Okay.
into a ball of mozzarella.
Wow, you guys probably will not be hiring me to help anytime soon, but this is awesome.
I think it looks great. Yeah, I think you're doing a great job. So
All right, so let me put it in the cold.
put it in the cold water. Yep.
Okay.
And then you can kind of just keep going with that. You can make the little, these little like bocconcinis are what they're called. They're just a little mozzarella. It's endless in what you can do with this kind of stuff. So
You guys also you were talking before, salami.
yep. So we're the only producer in Michigan of dry cured salami.
Okay.
Which that's a whole other
Right.
fermented dry cured salami. It's like the real European style.
Really?
And kind of to back up with some of this is where I learned to make all this stuff. Is in it, and I learned to make mozzarella in Italy. We learned to make salami in France and Italy.
Really?
So
Okay.
that's part of our trips too. We'll meet with these producers
Yeah.
and learn that. So we do
Interesting.
mustard. We make mustard.
Really?
Yeah.
Chocolate?
salami.
I didn't realize chocolate. I walked in here today, you guys, and I was like,
Yeah.
what smells so good? And Erica said she's making cheese. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yep.
There's chocolate too.
Yeah. We do chocolate from the cocoa bean all the way through the bar. We've been
Wow.
doing that for. I don't know. Erica would know better, but 10 years maybe. We've been doing
Okay.
it for quite a while because when we first started, it
Wow.
was hard to find the equipment, all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
yeah.
But we figured it out, and so we've been doing that too. So, and we always we always try to add new things, and all the time we see something new, we just want to
Right.
add
Try it
in,
out and
Try
see.
it out. See,
Yeah.
let someone
I love
else
that.
experience it too, because they, it's always fun.
Yeah.
To share that.
So you have a full showcase. We'll show you guys when we get out there. A display case of cheese up front. People can come in and buy it in bulk or buy
Whatever they want.
Whatever they
you
want,
can taste
okay.
it. Everything's priced by the pound, but we hand
Okay.
cut it, so you get a quarter pound. And
Yeah.
because some of these cheeses, number one, they're expensive because of the quality of it.
Right.
And then two, you don't need that much because it's
so rich.
it's so intense.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is.
it's not processed. It's not, it's just milk.
So some stuff is imported from Europe. Some of the cheeses, some you make in house.
Some I
now.
make in house, some from Europe, some from Michigan, some from all over the United States.
Yeah,
So we have
okay.
it from everywhere in the world, basically.
Awesome.
I mean, everywhere in the world.
And
so-
you're always changing your selection too. Like
Yeah, yep.
it's always something new.
Yes.
Yeah. And something different to try, which I love
Yeah.
that.
It's and that's the fun part of it. After
Yeah.
20 years, there's always something new.
Yeah,
And that's what we
that's
love
awesome.
about it so much.
Like, who would think there was that much cheese?
I
But you
know,
guys have it
I
down.
know.
They know.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that, in
Yeah.
downtown Tecumseh in Lenawee County, you can find such an international flavors type
Right,
of place
right.
to stop into. I mean, I think that's so unique.
Yeah.
What are our next steps here with mozzarella?
So that's it. Now we
okay.
let it cool down for a while, and then there you go. This is what you have.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, John.
You are welcome.
We're going to head out to the store and show you guys some products out there, talk wine and a few other specialty items that Boulevard Market has. So come with us. All All right, guys, we're out in the storefront now at Boulevard Market, back with Erica. We're going to talk through some of the wines that they have on selection and some of the other goodies here. Robert's going to throw in some B-roll so you guys can get a look at the store and some of the selection. But Erica, walk us through, we'll start with the wines. I know you have so much. There's so much to talk about.
Sure.
But the wines that you have in store that people can't get anywhere else besides here unless they travel,
Sure.
internationally.
I think that what we really try to focus on is people just like us, people that are small producers. They're making really special things. It just so happens to be on a farm in France
Right.
or Italy. So we're able to go, we're able to visit them to see about their production, and then, really bring that conversation to Tecumseh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They don't have enough product to supply a large chain or large grocery stores.
Right.
When they say like we make, 1,000 cases, literally that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's gone for that season and
Wow.
that year. So we love that. We love supporting those small, those small producers just like we are.
Yeah,
And I think
right.
it's really important.
Okay, awesome. What are some of the varieties of wines that you have? I mean, you have from sweet to dry, like everything.
We
in
do.
between,
We have
champagne.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we represent every style. We kind of, like I said, focus on those small producers. And then we have some really unique things, like really small batch of vermouth. Another category of wine, which is called aperitif. Ports, Madeira, sherry from Spain, mead from all over the world. So we carry some of those kind of really unique things that you just don't see.
Yeah.
And the great thing is that we taste everything. And it's not just about what I like, but also it should be, there should be some benchmarks for quality, price, all of those
Right,
kind of
okay,
things. So
yeah.
we try to be able to really convey that then to the purchaser,
Okay.
to the customer, so that they're getting something that they're excited about.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
really well-rounded selection that you guys have. I mean, I feel like you can get lost, not in a bad way. You can get lost in the wine selection because
Yes.
it's and there's such, even just pretty bottles that are such unique,
Right.
packaging.
I
With
know.
It. They're just different, and
And
it's so cool.
It's kind of one of those, right? It's where art and all of those things
Yeah,
combine.
yeah.
And I think that's really important. Things should be aesthetic on multiple levels.
Right. Yeah.
And I
yeah.
love when I can buy
Yeah.
things that are just those that
Absolutely,
fit.
which
Yeah.
are great for gifts or just to take back home to people. If you guys are downtown shopping, you can stop in and try. There's so many different plates out of cheese to
We
try.
do, yeah. We
and
have always
then-
got samples, and we always have samples behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
It's we know that our products aren't always the most, they're not going to be the most cost, cost
But
affordability.
their quality.
But their quality, and part of those costs come from the fact that these aren't large manufacturers that
Yeah,
have
right.
big
Yeah.
lines and lots of avenues to get here, to get onto the market. So
You recently opened up the Boulevard Cafe too, which is really exciting. Just a really good place to sit down and have some hors d'oeuvres.
Yes.
In between everything
Yes.
else you're doing
Yes.
in town.
yeah, I mean, meals are, right, there's plenty of opportunity
Yeah.
to sit down and have meals, but sometimes you just need a little,
A quick little filler, yeah,
snack.
yeah.
Late afternoon, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
All non-alcoholic cocktails, wines,
Awesome.
sodas. Yep, it's a takeaway counter,
Okay.
and it's seasonal, so we'll open it back up probably end of May or end of April.
Okay.
And then this year we're going to add some seating in the back too, with umbrellas, and
So like an
should be
outdoor
cute.
patio style.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly.
That's so fun. The mocktails that you mentioned, I know you have a few different mixes already in store that you show on your social media page and
Yeah.
stuff too. But talk about some of the selection that you'll have as part of the Boulevard Cafe.
So we did last year in the fall it was like a lemon chai old fashioned. So some different things like that. So we're using NA spirits or wines
Okay.
along with other NA like bitters or syrups, things that we've handcrafted, to make it a very, it should be like a very rich, flavorful, right, reminiscent of. You can't actually replicate bourbon, but you can make a pretty great drink that is going to give you all of those feels without the alcohol and not a ton of sugar, right? It's not just like being sweet.
Yeah, we don't want to throw it down with all that.
Exactly.
Some real natural flavors in there.
Exactly. So that's what we've done, and you know, just a lot of playing around with some different things, and they turned out amazing.
Awesome.
Some of the drinks that we made were just like, especially the wine cocktails, like the NA wine. It's literally stuff that we've had in Europe, tastes just the same.
Wow.
Things that you can make them taste just like.
Really?
Yeah, it's really great.
Awesome. Love to stop in too to
so good.
And check out the new patio.
Yeah.
So, cool. I mean, there's so much else you offer, but just like really quick to run through some specialty items that you have outside of cheese, wine, some of the distilled products.
Sure.
Mixer. I mean, the mixers are like, so those catch my eye.
Super
Every time
fun.
I come in,
Super
really
fun.
good flavors.
Yes.
Too.
So I would say that, you know, we have always a nice selection of kind of traditionally produced foods like olives from France and pasta that's, you know, like bronze dye extruded from Italy. We have a great selection of olive oils that are all small producers. We do lots of unusual, like little cookies and sweet things that come from Spain or kind of all over the place. I would say that would be like kind of really popular things. And of course, like all sorts of confections. So chocolates, but like marzipan and like lots of unique things in that realm too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you can come in, like we mentioned earlier, you can come in and choose a variety of stuff. Erica will help you to put flavors together that'll complement each other. You can build a basket in here for someone or yourself.
Absolutely.
You can call and get a charcuterie board for an event that you have, right? That's a big part of it too.
We do. We do tons of boards, always really fun. We can tailor them just to your event, your budget. If you just want one for two for a Saturday night, just give us a call. We can put it together and save you the bit of cheesy headache.
I don't want to do it myself. I just want to eat it. And then the coffee. I mean, we're standing here. Let's talk about that. Where is this from?
So our coffee all comes from Lansing. All roasted, fresh. Comes in, and we just we bag some up for ease. And then there's the bins of the most popular flavors.
Smells amazing.
Yeah, so it's like we always have a good mix, I think, of, you know, global goods and Michigan made. Of course, right now the maple syrup is always huge.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, local honey, and we have such a good like chips and salsa and things like that are all made in Michigan that are just like better than anybody's. So yeah, I think that you can find kind of lots of little things that might suit your taste.
Oh, you'll find plenty, guys. So make sure you stop in if you're visiting Lenawee County, and if you're in downtown Tecumseh or anywhere else in the county, not too far of a drive. It's worth the visit. I'm telling you guys, stop in, try some cheese, take some wine home, try some of Erica's mocktails. But thanks for having us here and letting us see everything. Robert, again, is going to throw in some really cool B-roll to show you guys. Bam, there's some right there.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, so we'll see you, Erica.
That sounds good.
We'll probably catch up soon. But if you guys are in town, again, as always, looking for lodging, go to our website, visit Lenawee.com. You can find everything to do, and we'll see you guys soon.